Hello, my name is Lloyd Russell-Moyle, and I'm delighted to address this rally today. What is clear is that the current electoral system is the worst of all worlds. It's the worst because it allows the Conservatives to stay in large numbers of places, but it's also the worst because it is morally undemocratic. So many votes are just wasted in the current system. But more so, we know that historically the left has been split, Liberal, Greens, Labour, more so than the right. In fact, at the last election, the right managed a regressive alliance with the UKIP standing down, but historically, Britain, we have not managed to get that on the left. So it is important to rebalance that. But finally, what I would also say in terms of the moral reason that we should be doing this is because at the current system, Labour MPs elected like me go and say, I have X majority. The reality is those votes aren't solid, all Labour votes. Many of those votes have been lent to me from Green voters, from Liberal voters, even from Conservative voters. And the fact is that the current electoral system allows me no knowledge of what those numbers are. And an alternative system, a more proportional system, would actually also allow me to know what votes have transferred to the Labour Party and actually help us identify accurately where our votes are coming from and therefore what policies we need to be putting forward and supporting. And at the current time, the only thing we end up relying on is think tanks and focus groups, which we know time and time again get it wrong. So it actually leads to better policy making, more reactive policy. And for those who say, what system would we operate by? Of course, there are many out there. But Labour, in every election that Labour introduced in the last 30 years, introduced some form of proportionality into it or some form of alternative vote into it. It was the 97 Labour government that introduced the Jenkins Commission to look at this, and the Jenkins Commission came forward with decent proposals. Now, it might well be that we need to tweak those proposals, make sure they're updated, but let's not pretend that it is not a Labour heritage under Blair and a Labour under heritage even before that has brought in proportional systems of voting. This is not something new that we're pushing in the Labour Party. This is what the Labour Party has been doing. And now it's time to say loudly and clearly up front that we support it.